two football superstars, one private ceremony, and a love story that left fans stunned. When Ellie Carpenter quietly posted two photos on Instagram, the world froze. No headlines, no press conference, just a single, simple caption. "I choose you. I always choose you." In the photos, she and Dutch footballer Daniëlle van de Donk stood side by side in breathtaking white gowns. Carpenter in a delicate veil, Van de Donk in a lace-detailed dress that fans instantly adored. It wasn't just a wedding announcement. It was a declaration. A moment that said, "This is us, no apologies, no explanations, just love." And just like that, a private ceremony turned into one of the most celebrated events in women's football. The drop that shocked everyone. There was no warning, no leaked photos, no gossip column hints. Ellie Carpenter simply posted the images on a Wednesday night, and the football world collectively gasped. Fans flooded the comments. But it wasn't just fans. Fellow Matildas teammates jumped in almost instantly. Steph Catley wrote, "Stunning, what a day." Tegan Micah called them, "the most beautiful brides." And Emily Jilnick captured what everyone was thinking. "Holy smokes. You two are absolutely stunning. Best day ever. Love you both so much." But the real story? It started long before that post. Long before the world knew they were even together. A love story hidden in plain sight. Their paths crossed on the pitch. Carpenter and Van de Donk both play for French powerhouse Lyon, one of the most elite clubs in women's football. That's where their bond began. Teammates first, then something more. They didn't rush to the spotlight. In fact, they kept things quiet, choosing to focus on each other, not the headlines. It wasn't until 2023 that they finally confirmed what many had quietly suspected. They were together. Then, in January 2024, they went public with their engagement. A soft reveal, no drama, no media push. Just two women living their truth. But as their love deepened, so did the mystery behind what came next. A ceremony cloaked in secrecy. Some weddings are made for press. This one, it was made for each other. Carpenter reportedly took personal leave from the last Matildas window to finalize the wedding. While her team battled Argentina, she was in France, putting the finishing touches on something deeply personal. The exact location? Still unknown. The details? Carefully kept under wraps. But insiders suggest it happened over the weekend in France. Quiet, intimate, and deliberately low profile. The goal wasn't attention. It was authenticity. Still, the world couldn't help but react. Because even behind closed doors, their love shone through. Friends who made the cut. Despite the secrecy, a few familiar faces made the journey. Tegan Micah, fresh off the field after Australia's match, flew to France to stand beside them. She wasn't just attending. She was part of the wedding party. And though most teammates weren't there in person, their love poured in from across the globe. The comments weren't performative. They were personal, raw, real. It was clear, this wasn't just a wedding. It was a celebration of something bigger. Something the Matildas themselves have been quietly reshaping behind the scenes. A wave of love in the locker room. Ellie and Daniëlle aren't the only ones walking down the aisle. Midfielder Katrina Gorey is set to marry her partner Claire Markstedt, just days after Carpenter's ceremony. Their wedding, happening in Australia, adds to a growing wave of celebration within the Matildas. This isn't just about marriage. It's about freedom, visibility, a team that's rewriting the rulebook, not just in how they play, but how they live. For years, LGBTQ+ athletes in elite sports were expected to hide, to keep relationships behind closed doors. But the Matildas are different. They're showing the world that love doesn't need approval to exist. The bigger picture. Let's be clear, this moment wasn't just for the couple. It was for every young fan watching. Every kid wondering if it's okay to be who they are. Two of the world's most elite footballers didn't just come out. They celebrated their love, in full view of the public, in full view of their teammates, and in full view of a world still catching up. Representation matters. And this was a masterclass in living without compromise. Carpenter and Van de Donk weren't just saying, "I do." They were saying, "We belong." A reminder that love wins. In a sport filled with pressure, headlines, and judgment, Ellie and Daniëlle chose each other, Quietly, confidently, and without hesitation. They didn't ask for permission. They didn't wait for public approval. They just lived their truth. And in doing so, they reminded us all that even in the spotlight, love doesn't have to follow the rules. It just has to be real. So when Ellie Carpenter posted those 2 photos, it wasn't just a surprise. It was a statement that no matter who you are, no matter where you play, love, real love, always finds a way. And if there's one thing fans will remember from that quiet wedding in France, it's this. They chose each other. And that choice changed everything.